Welcome back to Houston Life. Cookies are always a great idea, but this next cookie comes with a little bit of a twist. Is that fair to say, Lauren Kelly?
Today we are getting a taste of a chocolate chip cookie that's rich and chewy and made with two surprising ingredients. Jacob Wolfe, owner and operator of Brassica, is here to show us how to make it and to finally share the ingredients that we've been teasing. This has been on our minds, obviously, the entire show. All we've been thinking about and talking about is chocolate chip cookies. But before we jump into the ingredients, I want our viewers to learn a little bit about Brassica, because I had never been before, and Derek, we were just chatting about what's on the menu.
Yeah, so we're an Eastern Mediterranean sandwich, salad, and hummus plate to sort of build your own fast casual restaurant. We started in Columbus, Ohio back in 2015, and this is our first restaurant outside the state of Ohio. So this was a really big step for us. I moved down here back in October of last year just to sort of do this whole new adventure, and it's been really awesome. The restaurant is doing very well. We just focus on making things fresh in-house. Sharing delicious food with the great people of Houston has always been the goal. So
I'm not surprised your restaurant is doing well. Obviously, the inside is beautiful. It's cozy. So many people showed up for the opening, and because it is fast and it's healthy and delicious, you've come to the right place, because Houstonians love that kind of thing. Yeah. You started with the company about 10 years ago in Ohio, and then could you have envisioned a day when you would be owning and operating your own restaurant, which is on Voss, by the way?
Yeah, I think it was a long journey for me personally, starting as a team member, working as a team lead, and then, coming back to the brand in 2020 during COVID, which just led me to fall back in love with our values and our purpose and like the things that we do every day. And I just get so many opportunities to teach younger people about culinary arts and like sharing joy with my team and my guests. It's just a really special place, and it's inspired me to want to keep going, and this was kind of the next step.
Amazing.
So.
That's awesome. I like that Jacob said the hardest thing that you're going to do when you walk into the restaurant is pick an item, because there's so many good items. But I want to get into this because it is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. We know that there is a special ingredient in the way that you prepare and make yours. So let's start our demo.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so most chocolate chip cookie recipes, eggs and butter are two key ingredients. You do not use either of those ingredients, Jacob. Tell us what you use instead.
So instead of the eggs and the butter, we're going to use coconut oil, which is going to help to sort of bind everything. And then we're also going to use tahini. We use a Soom tahini, which is a great brand. We've worked with them for a super long time. Premium ingredient. You can get them locally as well. And those two things are going to help give the cookie sort of its body a little bit of like nutty, rich flavor and some great texture as well.
Wow, interesting. Okay, and this is the finished product right here. I'm just going to sample one.
Just going to go ahead.
Because I feel like doing our research
and
should
they're
be
still
part of
nice
it.
and soft. Can I ask a silly question?
Sure.
I know you're mentioning tahini, but I have never heard of this ingredient. What is it?
Yeah, so tahini is like a sesame seed butter. So you take a bunch of roasted sesame seeds and you grind them with like a little bit of salt and oil, and that's the end product. Kind of like peanut butter, but with sesame seeds instead.
Man, this is so good. This
Next
is
level
so good.
One of the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had. Okay, let's put some together. Talk to us, because you also have, in addition to the tahini and coconut oil, you have a way of doing the dough, creating the dough so that it is like foolproof. Is that right?
Yeah, we'd like to think so. It's always an adventure in a restaurant.
Okay.
But yeah, so we always start with a mixture of organic brown sugar and cane sugar, and we're going to whisk those two things together. So I've already done that here in this bowl. And then we need to add our wet ingredients. You guys want to dive in here?
Yes, let's do it.
Perfect. So we've got a little bit of water. You can go ahead and pour that right in there. Yep.
Okay. Easy enough.
And we can add our coconut oil. And you want to make sure that your coconut oil, that was this one right here. You want to make sure your coconut oil is fully melted, but not too hot.
Okay.
And then you can add your tahini. There's also a little bit of vanilla extract in there as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. I've never worked with tahini before.
Yeah, it's a great ingredient.
Look at that.
It does have a little bit of that like peanut butter consistency-ish, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and grab the whisk and just whisk that stuff together.
Okay, so the wet ingredients, this is typical of a chocolate chip cookie recipe, right?
Yep.
And then once this is all blended, I think you're about.
Yeah,
to
once all the clumps from the sugar are dissolved,
Okay.
You can start adding in your dry ingredients, which are going to be some flour, baking soda,
Look at this.
baking powder, and a little bit of salt as well.
Okay.
Okay. And you blend those ingredients just so no one gets a chunk of or a lump of baking soda, yeah?
Right.
Okay.
And it'll help make sure that the cookies leaven properly so they're not super tall or cakey or super lacy.
Okay.
If those ingredients aren't well incorporated.
This consistency is a lot more runny than what a lot of
Yes.
people might be accustomed to for cookie dough, Jacob.
Yes. So the thing about these cookies is after we make the dough, they need to sit in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours
Gotcha.
before you can shape them and
Okay.
then bake them.
Okay.
When are we adding the chips?
You're gonna do it right now.
Do it right now.
Okay. There
If
we
you want,
go.
you can switch to the spatula. It's a little easier to fold them in there, but that will work
While
as
he's
well.
doing that, can I just make one
Yeah,
scoop?
we can 100%
Okay.
make some cookies. So for the shaping,
Yeah,
we
show me
just
how it's done.
take a scoop here.
And you have a
Pressed.
big dough scoop there,
Yes.
Jacob.
Okay.
And then you're gonna kind of make a C for cookie with one hand.
Okay, while Jacob
Like
molds
this.
this, we're gonna take a quick break, but I wanna see how this is finished. We'll get to the finished product, how it's finally done, coming up next when Houston Life returns.
ready to eat
You're not
another
done
one.
with work though, so let's
Yeah.
keep going.
Okay, some pretty perfect chocolate chip cookies
Ta-da!
here.
I made that one.
By the way, visit Brassica today, dine in, get a free cookie. Jacob Wolfe, thank you.